Hello and welcome back to the birth of Venus. My name is Z, and the intention today is to bring you a love reading because it is Friday, Venus Day, the day of love. We will see what comes out though, because I have a feeling that this reading perhaps will go a different way than I'm expecting. I don't know, I feel the air of mystery or surprise. And perhaps that has something to do with your love connection. So I'm going to just start by clearing the energy. I open these channels of communication and I ask that source and my higher self guide the collective with clear benevolent energy. So I'm connecting with benevolent spirits of both myself and the collective, with our higher benevolent ancestors, with our spirit guides, with our guardian angels, for clear messages for the greatest good of all. And so it is. All right, I'm going to get started with the Rider-Waite Tarot, and we'll just see what it has to say about your love connection. So what is the current energy of this love connection? This card wanted to come out. 10 of Swords. Definitely a cycle has ended. So perhaps this could be that you finally walked away from something that you were holding on to, with the retrograde season kind of being at the end, and with Saturn finally starting to move direct and coming out of Pisces. I definitely feel like there are a lot of people that have put some things to rest that they really needed to. We also got the Queen of Wands. And the Tower. Okay, so for a lot of you, this 10 of Swords situation came out of nowhere, or if it didn't come out of nowhere, there was some kind of divine intervention. So there was definitely something that a lot of you were holding on to for a significant period of time and it was no longer working for you. The Queen of Wands actually came out in reverse, but I felt called to put her right side up. And so I kind of see that as whatever this situation, this dead horse kind of energy, this ending of a cycle was, it was necessary to the point where it was something maybe you were holding on too hard and too tightly to this thing. You didn't want to let it go. And then literally the universe was like, no, babes, I've got so much better for you. And it took it away. And now you're in this energy, but you holding on to that situation that was over was depleting your energy and having you in the Queen of Wands in reverse. But now you are right side up. We also have the 8 of Wands that's poking through at the back of the deck, and that's kind of where I was saying, like, it came out of nowhere. It came really fast. I feel that perhaps there was a lot of underlying energy, especially with the retrogrades. There was a lot of emotional energy, like kinetic energy that was boiling underneath the surface. I'm getting the idea of, like, tectonic plates with volcanoes, and how it's like when they move and then that stuff comes up from under the surface. Like, that's what I'm getting, like the shifting of tectonic plates. That's the imagery that came to mind. So I don't know, maybe some of you are very scientific and that message is specifically for someone who understands that, because that was hard for me to explain. um Also, before I started this reading, I was hearing the song by Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger. So that, again, it's like this situation took a lot out of you because you were holding on to it, but now that it's over, spirit, the universe doesn't want you to look back in anger, because those lessons that you got out of this situation were so necessary for you and for your growth, and for you to be in this right side up juicy Queen of Wands energy of, like, knowing your worth. Yeah, 5 of Swords came out, so something about this was like somebody was like messing with you, and I think maybe you clocked it and you didn't want to believe it, so you're kind of like turning a blind eye, and then spirit was like, nah, we've had enough of this. So that person or that situation, whatever it is, got removed from you so that you can step into this Ace of Pentacles, which came out. So this is like a material offering, like something more tangible. This could be somebody new coming in. It could also mean that in the process of you like diving more into like your passions and the things that you really care about, that you will be blessed with some sort of material abundance. And again, remember, there was like a surprise in this love reading. The 7 of Cups also came up here too. I see this as like, because 7 is a very spiritual number, and then the cups being that emotional energy, but with all of the different images like coming out of the cups, I kind of see this as perhaps your emotions, especially with the retrogrades, if you're watching this around the time that I'm filming this, it's like you've had so many emotional shifts that really need to be sifted through and like sat with now, so that you can get your body, mind, and spirit on board to obtain whatever this gift is, which will be different for all of us. But I'm definitely hearing like the word abundance, like it just kept coming up when I was looking at this card. I'm going to get you a couple of cards from the Thoth Tarot deck now. What do you want to tell us about this love connection? Princess of Wands. So again, that fiery feminine energy. This card is beautiful. There's a tiger, and you can see the horns on the Princess of Wands, and she's carrying a scepter that has the sunshine on it. This is a beautiful card. And also here, like right by this finger here, that image is kind of like giving me the, like it's making me think of a yoni. So perhaps, you know, if you have one of those, you might benefit from esteem in that area. We also had sorrow in reverse. So it's like that's what you're letting go of, and you're stepping more into, again, like this fiery feminine energy of passion and flow, and of like she's flying upwards, but she's also going with the flow. So it's this open to receive energy, but then there's also like open to spontaneous action. So if she gets an inclination to do something, she's not going to logically talk herself out of doing that. She's just going to go where inspiration is leading her. And that leads you to an upward spiral where abundance and other amazing things that you have been calling into your sphere are much more likely to magnetize themselves towards you. Sorrow in reverse is really like, this is what we have to let go of. Whatever things that are plaguing our minds that we are tending to fixate on and look at as like glass half empty, those are the things that we have to alchemize. It's not to say that you do away with them, but we reframe the way that we look at them. So this tower moment, while it might have been devastating in the time that it happened, it has cleared up so much space for amazing benefits and blessings to finally come in. I had heard something the other day, and it was such an amazing analogy. It was like, you can't get a new hand unless you fold the hand that you have. So if you play poker or cards, or if you just understand the reference, it's saying like you have to do away with the old hand of cards. If you don't like the cards that you're given, you have to fold so you can get new ones. And with the way things are going for you now, with the way that you are thinking about things, like once you start to integrate them and not have them run the show, of course the cards that you're going to have, at least you'll be able to do something better with them. Even if at first they don't feel like, oh, I was expecting something else, like at least you will be different, so you'll be able to do something more with the cards that you get. That makes sense. I'm gonna get you some romance and love cards right now. I'm gonna get like 3. 1 came out, so 2, 3. There we go. Okay. The first one that came out is Right Path. Love is a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. See? That is some amazing confirmation right there. You're on the right path, babe. Keep going. We also got Sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. So, for those of you who are coming into a new connection, it's going to be one of passion and, keep those sparks alive, you know? Do what you have to keep that fun, loving feeling. I don't know, maybe you're into dancing or you'll dance together. Voids. Avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. So, yes, seek first the kingdom within, and then you will see the kingdom without. Okay, I really hope that that was of value to you and that it was beneficial to you on your path. I am wishing you so much love and so much joy, but you already have all those things within you, and anything that you get to experience should just be adding to the joy and love that is already the essence of your being. It's 11:11 on the timer, and you are very much worthy. Much love.